Okay, what I've decided to do here is I'm not gonna, there's not enough meat in this back to get the spring, to get a screw and the ball bearing in. I know there's not, so I'm not going to try. I have marked it and I'm going to make that a small locking screw. So what I am going to do is what I discussed previously is to incorporate it in the blade area. And so I've done a sketch, which it was sort of getting a little bit complicated. What I'm going to do is drill out with a 4.8 drill. The ball bearing is around about 4.6, 4.7. So I'm hoping that this will just give sufficient clearance for that to be free. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and drill in there just enough so the point breaks through, but the drill doesn't fully break through. And the reason I'm going to try and do that is to keep the ball bearing captive. It doesn't really matter that much, if I'm honest with you. It really doesn't matter at all, but just as an exercise I'm going to see whether I can just break through enough to keep the ball bearing actually captive in the body. So I'm drilling through 4.8, then I need to take it out 5mm so that I can tap it 6mm. So I'll get that set up in the vise now, and once I've done that I'll bring you back for the machining operation. Okay, I've set it up. I've dialed across the top just to make sure I've got it in the vise parallel. I am sort of ready to just pop the centre drill in there, and then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go in with the 5mm drill first, and I'm going to take that down to 21mm and then pop the 4.8 in and get another 3.5. Okay, this might be a bit noisy tonight. Bring that down and touch on, and I've got my vernier already set to 21mm. Okay. Right. So that's tapping drill. Just give that a blow. Right, we'll get the 4.8 drill and take that into the bottom of the hole. So I said 3.5. So I've got a transfer punch 3.5. Yeah, so I'll use that to set my depth gauge. Okay, we'll see where that brings us, but I'll keep my eye on it as well and see. Like I say, it's not the end of the world if it breaks through, but see whether we can play it. Not quite through, so I'm down on the, doesn't want much. I'll set that with a feeler gauge for 0.3. No, I'll set it for 0.4. Yeah, I'm going to go 0.4. Not even actually. There's just a, you can just, yeah. There, I'll be brave and go 0.5. Could regret it, couldn't I? I'm going to go 0.5. Okay, so I'm setting the depth stop now with a 0.5 feeler gauge. And then we'll see where that it's thrown a burr up on the inside of that, which I expected it would do. So I could just get in there and take that off. Okay, I know what's going to happen here. Because of the curvature on the hole, by the time the point's through sufficiently, it's going to break through. It's going to break through. We'll do that. I thought it would. Not to worry. Right. I'll just get a 6mm clearance drill. That'll just dog in the end of that to stop it throwing a burr up when I tap it. I'll just do a quick dab with it. go in with a number 2 and a plug tap, I think. Drop the chuck out. Oh. Put into it. And then put my plunger holder in. Okay, a little bit of WD just to help it tap. Now I only need to take this in 12mm. I've got a yeah, perhaps I can get away with 10mm. Okay. Blow out. Right, I'll just mark this tap with Sharpie just to give me a gauge for where I want to go into. Okay. Squirty. Oh. Okay, so that's tapped down to 10mm. Just give that a little blow out. Okay, I will take that out and just there'll be a bit of a burr on the hole, clean that up, and then I'll bring you back.